Hey guys, Angus, and today I'm going to be actually giving you a unboxing. So firstly, now let's actually talk about the style of video I do. So usually, of course, what I do is I've got a sort of 2D shot, a bird's eye view of what I'm actually opening up. But to be honest, I've been doing unboxings for years, and I'm not going to say that I'm getting bored of doing unboxings. I absolutely love doing them, but I want to make them a little bit more interesting and a little bit more engaging. Now, there's two reasons that I'm actually now going to do it like this. So actually, I've got the box here, and you actually get to see my live reaction. When I actually do the unboxings and you hear my first impressions, those were actually recorded maybe a couple of days after I actually shot the video. Sometimes I sort of recorded it live, but not often do I actually have it so you can physically see me interacting with it and my first impressions of what it's like. So yeah, the first reason is that I've always wanted to do this. I mean, I think the main reason I haven't done it is because I've never really had the confidence, but now I've got a really nice setup that I'm happy with. Speaking of my setup, I've had some problems with my wall, and because of that, I've hung up my A2 notes in computer science. So yeah, by the end of this video, you should be an expert in A2 computer science. I'm sorry if you've already done A2 computing science. And secondly, my videos are now so low budget that I've literally got to write it. No, I'm trying to sort that out at the moment. I'm actually thinking of getting like a fabric proper cover on the back, and it will be able to absorb the light better. I mean, the wall at the moment, it's okay. I mean, I could probably break it if I hit it hard enough. I mean, my brother has. And the second reason is that I've actually been inspired by a huge YouTuber called, well, his channel name is Unboxing Therapy. If you know him, then you'll know that he's the king of unboxings on YouTube. And I really like the style he does. I mean, it's pretty much exactly like this. And he has inspired me to do it because his videos are so fun to watch and they're engaging, and I get to see, and it's just so much more interesting. I mean, you know, he has a really great setup and he really is just going absolutely crazy. His YouTube channel is absolutely blowing up, and if you go, please just go watch his videos because they really are fantastic. And if I had like a list of top 3 YouTubers at the moment, he would definitely be in that top 3. Anyway, let's actually get to the unboxing. Today I'm unboxing the Cubot Note S. Now this is actually shipped from a Amazon company called Oxford Street, and I would highly like to thank them for giving me an opportunity to test this. So let's actually have a look. And of course, you know, this is what you get when you order it on Amazon Prime. So fairly small box. It says on the back, lithium-ion battery. So that's expected. Do not load or transport package if damaged. Cool. Let's have a look. We've got this white thing, mysterious, and that's it. Made in China. That's a good start. And it says X00. Oh shit, that's the barcode. Yeah, kind of weird. I don't know if this is like how they ship it normally, but yeah, mysterious. I mean, it might be that's just the protecting. So some lovely plastic I get to wrestle with. Okay, and there it is. Wow, look at that. That's neat. Look at that. That is nice. I mean, currently you can get this on Amazon for £65. So, you know, from what I've got from my experience, this is a low budget phone. This is cheap. My Lego Elite 5 was about £100, and that would be a budget phone. This is really budget, and it's 5.5 inch. So I just can't imagine how they're going to pull this off, to be honest. But hey, let's check it out. And then it says, stop flowing, take the lead. And it's actually written like in silver. It's like it's engraved, and it just says Cubot. I really like that packaging. It's quite nice. It's sort of bold. I mean, maybe a couple of pictures would be nice, but first impressions are nice. And then we actually have the details on the back. IPS display, Android OS, 8 megapixel rear camera, and a 5 megapixel front camera, micro SD card expansion, and also it's 30 gigabytes with 2 gigabytes of RAM. So in terms of specs, this is solid, really solid. For £65, 2 gigs of RAM, 8 megapixel camera, that's the same as the iPhone. What is that about? Ooh. This is feeling very Apple-like. Very Apple-like. No. I mean, I've done unboxings before, but wow, that really feels like I'm unboxing an iPhone. I mean, wow. Holy shit. This is cool. Look at that. £65 for that. I've got my my Lego Elite 5 right here, and that's it. Look at that. And I believe it comes with a case, which is quite interesting. Okay, it's kind of weird. It's shipped with this really horrible plastic. I mean, maybe it's to protect it. It's got that new carpet smell. Kind of weird. Some people do like that. I kind of do. No, it's just the packaging. But wow, I mean, first impressions are very high. I mean, for £65, the silicone case, I don't know if this actually is silicone, but it feels quite rubbery. Very good. I mean, it looks nice. It looks really, really nice. Okay, so let's pop off this case. And that is the phone. But that is not all of the unboxing. There is still other things to go. Of course, that is just the first part. So we'll put that to the side and we'll look at that later. Now, we've got the other stuff. We've got a quick start guide. Oh, crap. I'm not even kidding. You know, I've looked at thousands and thousands of quick start guides before, and I like the presentation of that. It's simple, it's effective, it's written in Arabic at the bottom. Haven't seen that before. Cubot is equipped with front and rear cameras, which is designed for you to share wonderful moments with family and friends. Isn't that sweet? Adjust focus, exposure, zoom, in or out. Yeah, you don't want to hear that. Kind of cool. It has like a screenshot of the actual phone and what it would look like. For some reason, there's 2 signal bars. I don't know why, but there is. There's intelligent keyboard, not keyboard, intelligent keyboard. And then the example is, hello friend. This is revolutionary. Then it comes with a compliance regulation. That is boring. I don't really care about that. Then it comes with another micro USB cable. This looks exactly like the one that comes with the Samsung phones. So, I mean, a plus for that as well. That came in that packaging. And then lastly, we have a power brick. Now, please God, this is for the UK version. And it is. There we go. USB. So that is actually it in terms of the packaging and the box. There's nothing else. So there's not actually that much crap filled in. I mean, we literally have the phone. We have an Android cable, power brick or transformer, and 2 pieces of paper. So actually, I really like that because it doesn't come with any bullshit accessories or any stupid headphones. I think it's actually good to just ditch them because, you know, manufacturers know by now that people have got good headphones. They won't want crappy £1 headphones, and I'm glad. It's good. It's simple, it's effective, and I'm feeling buzzed about this phone. It feels kind of nice. I mean, for a £65 phone, you really can't complain. There seems to be a screen protector, and for some reason it's kind of poorly added because it doesn't actually fill it. There's like a huge gap. It's kind of weird because the shell is kind of this, like, I'm not going to say horrible, but this low quality sort of shell, and it's very plasticky. That, I mean, again, I've got to keep rephrasing to myself that this only costs £65. And all the buttons are on the side. Fairly clicky. Not bad. I'd give this a B+ for first impressions. It's quite funny because this unboxing was incredibly easy. But the first challenge is to get the screen protector off. Finally, that satisfaction, that nerdy sensation that I get every time I take that off. The bezels are fairly nice. I mean, they're fairly thin as well. Okay, so the battery's already in, which is another bonus. So now let's actually take off the back. Okay, so we have our micro USB expansion slot and 2 SIM card slots. And then we have a nice battery as well. Let's see how big this is. 4,150 mAh battery. Holy shit, that is huge. The battery in my Lego Elite 5 is 4,000 milliamps, and that is a big battery. Of course, one thing you must note whenever you do unboxings from cheap manufacturers like Cubot and Lego is that they put this like plastic stuff. So if you're constantly thinking, why wouldn't this turn on? It's because there's a piece of plastic. And even the battery is actually quite nicely designed. I mean, yeah, I'm liking this. Liking this a lot. Right, that was quick. Very, very quick. I mean, there was no like Android setup. I mean, I'm kind of confused because usually it takes you through the Android setup, but this hasn't. Suspicious. Okay, so now let's actually let's take a look at what this thing can do. And to be honest, first impressions are very, very high. This looks really nice. Please do not forget, this is a £65 phone. And one thing that is actually really nice, because of my Lego Elite 5, is that there is an app drawer. I haven't seen that in a long time. And to be honest, the display, it's unreal. How does this cost £65? I just cannot believe it. I mean, I'm not going to say the display is incredible, but it's looking good. I mean, it's shiny. I mean, I'm not an expert in displays, but I've held a lot of phones before, and for a 720p display, it's pulling off well. It's bright, it's sharp. Only those who are real experts on looking at 1080p displays and 720p displays will really be able to tell the difference, but from general use and quite close up, the display is very nice. Okay, so now let's actually go and take a look at the camera. So I'm wondering if this will boot up. Okay, and it seems that it has its own OS. So let's get the case. Let's plop that over there. Okay, so there was no sound, so I'm wondering where the sound is. Okay. Okay. Okay, okay, there's no shutter sound, oh well. So yeah, it looks like this is using the default camera. Again, it's 8 megapixels. And of course, let's go take a look at the front-facing camera. And there it is. Nice and cool. So yeah. Nothing really else to say about this. I mean, of course I will be exploring this in my full review, but again, this video is really just for first impressions, and to be honest, I'm very, very pleased with this. I mean, I'm not going to say this design is amazing, but for any phone that's under £100, this is solid, and I think Cubot have done quite an incredible job pulling this off. I don't know how they've done it. It's got a huge battery, you know, it's got an 8 megapixel camera. I'm assuming the camera isn't going to be that great, to be honest. I mean, the front-facing camera looks okay from first impressions. The display is actually really nice. It's light, it's compact, it looks nice. I mean, I'm not going to, you know, give it any awards for design, but to be honest, you know, phones have come far, and this is solid. One thing I'm hoping is that the quality of the audio jack is good. I usually found in my Lego that the quality isn't that great. And of course, one thing I'll be doing now is setting up my accounts with this, and I will actually be taking a lot of photos on Instagram with this, and of course I will be tagging in any photos, and yeah, hopefully be sure to check out my review. One thing I've noticed straight away is that it's actually got some Android apps downloaded, like Clean Master. So yeah. Anyway, there is just a first impressions of this phone. Of course, if you did enjoy it, then definitely be sure to give this video a thumbs up. But apart from that, thank you for watching. Cubot. Wait, shit. I don't even know what I'm unboxing. What am I unboxing?